It was the coffin match. All Ego Ethan Page versus Darby Allin. Now, we've talked about this in the past. Darby Allin's had some main events on Dynamite, and they have been showcasing star-making performances, right? The TNT Championship matches that he had, even his loss to Miro, he still looked like $1 million. This one, though, felt as if it was, hey, we all know Darby Allin's fucking crazy, but did you know that Ethan Page likes to kill people? Because we're going to show you that. Because he's going to try to fucking murder Darby Allin. So I thought this was really like hey, Ethan Page is a player here in AEW.
Yes, I thought this was great. The whole match, these two, Ethan Page shown a lot. You're right here. Went a long way for me getting behind him. Like, I want to see more now. My takeaway is Darby Allin with that coffin drop at the end, like through the thing. That was not a gimmicked up like thing well enough. Like, he could have seriously hurt himself. Yeah. Like, those sides were solid fucking wood that, like, if he would have landed on one of those on the spine, like, he could have not wrestled again. Like, if he would have hit his neck on one of those.
Yeah. I would not have been shocked if we were a fly on the wall backstage after this match, Tony Khan walks up and is like, Darby, what in the fuck? And he's like, I just felt like doing it. I
ran it by Ethan, and because you can kind of see Ethan like knew to get away. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, prepare, but like, holy shit! I was like, that's not before... like. It's one thing to do that spot, but when I saw the construction of the device and the little room for error he had to not get seriously injured while doing it, was insane.
Yeah. So before we get more into that finish, let's talk about the start of the match. So the start of the match has Ethan Page's best friend, 47-year-old Scorpio Sky, try to beat up Darby Allin, and that brings out Darby Allin's dad, Sting, and that got a huge pop because it's always fun to see Sting. And this was a good spot to use Sting, right? Sting didn't get a promo or the snow. It was just, hey, can help out a friend. Again, they go into the crowd. Maybe not great for a 61-year-old guy to go into a crowd during COVID, but whatevs. And they go wrestling off. And then
I think Sting is vaccinated. I hope so. He could go either way.
Yeah, wouldn't be shocked either way.
Yeah.
I would hope so, though.
Yeah.
But then Ethan Page, get vaccinated. I think Big Josh says he is, so good job on you, Big Josh. Awesome job.
Because Big Josh is awesome. He knows what the fuck he's doing.
He is awesome. Great guy. He is waxed and vaxxed and ready for a hot boy summer. You know
Vaccinated and caffeinated, baby. I stole that from Kevin Gill from his post.
Oh, come on. Yeah, Kevin Gill. Shout out to our good friend Kevin Gill. But what the spot I wanted to talk to you about was before the coffin drop, which was insane, is the use of the turnbuckle hook from both guys. So the Darby Allin uses the thing on Ethan Page. That looked like it hurt, but we can obviously see some maneuvering to where it's like not really hooking him.
Well, and you can just fake, pull, you let go, but you keep your arms going. Yeah.
But the spot where Ethan Page hooked it on Darby Allin's necklace and just said, "Come here, motherfucker." Oh. It looked like Scorpion from Mortal Kombat doing the "come here."
I was like, dude, you might have actually hurt his trachea. Like, you got to stop that. Yeah.
I swear. So I've seen their Evolve matches. And again, watching this match here, there has to be some type of gentleman's agreement where Ethan Page is like, Darby, are you sure? And Darby's like, just buy me dinner afterwards and you can do whatever you want. And Ethan Page is like, okay. Yeah. And he just fucks him up almost to where it feels like we should have someone stop this and like cut. Like, because Ethan Page actually wants to kill this guy.
It was uncomfortable at times and it was perfect for it. Again, it helped because coffin match sounds a lot like you're doing a casket match, you know what I mean? But they made it not really about that. Like, they didn't go to that well too many times, right? They didn't like hover over the coffin 40 times, right? They
or
did
make
a few
it
spots.
Spooky. Yeah, they didn't make it spooky.
Yeah. It was on brand, but like they hit that. But then they also had brutality outside of that. Like, it was basically a hardcore match, just with a coffin at the end, and it was great. And then that spot at the end was
very, very entertaining. So, Tim, we've just talked about Fyter Fest Night 1. You've obviously watched it twice, so we know how you feel about it. So Fyter Fest Night 2, are your expectations like off the charts right now?
Yes, if we're getting that 5-man elimination match, if that's a thing, if we're getting the damn Texas death match where somebody's going to wind up Texas dead, which is a great line.
Yeah. And
yes.
also, we did not mention, because I forgot to put it here in my notes, we had a backstage promo from Miro, who debuted the new title.
Oh, my God. Hold on. One of the best promos of the night, too, in that it starts with him going, let me tell you a story. There was once a guy who was rich, had a hot wife who can do the splits. The man was hot too, but he was lost, right? Like, Jesus, being classic Miro. And then goes into, he was like, this was my reward, right? After, like, he's like, I'm not a monster. Like, I forgave everybody that I destroyed. And he's like, and this is my reward because I'm God's favorite champion, right? And he says, because everyone knows the greatest champions defend their titles with their lives. I defend this with yours. And I was just like, God damn it. Like, he's fucking great. He manages to be funny, but also, like, I don't want that guy to be near me. Like, I want to make sure that guy's not in the same room as me.
So hopefully we get Fyter Fest Night 2. We get a TNT Championship match because, again, these promos are awesome, but I want to see Miro kill someone.
Maybe we get Cody Malachi Black. I mean, maybe not. Maybe they're still going to lead to that. That's probably going to be all out.
That's going to be all out. But
we'll get something there. We'll get a blowout there.
I think a Miro taking on a Chuck Taylor, someone of that ilk, I think would be great. But I want to see Miro next week. I want to see what the belt looks like outside of just a backstage promo, because this is like version 6.7. I think there's been more versions of the TNT Championship than there's been.
I like the look of this one, though.
Spanish Announce Table.
So because it's so silver in the middle, right? When I saw it, I liked the look of it better than the black one. So, like, I hope that's more the default one.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. I like the Intercontinental Championship in WWE did this for a while, especially with the Warrior, where they could change.
And did Cody bring back the white when he was
brought
the
back
IC
the white,
champion?
right?
Yeah. So
the white is a clean look. You know what I mean? Especially when you have so much silver on the belt, right? So
I will say though, good luck to whoever has that belt for being back on the road, because white is hard to keep clean. So good luck.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hope to see Miro. I haven't looked ahead at what Night 2 has been announced yet, but man, if Night 2 is like Night 1, we might be doing a 3-hour segment or a 3-hour podcast about one segment of that show, because it was incredible. Guys, call me whatever you want. I don't give a shit. This is the most fun I have had.
Motherfucker.
Watching you, sure. I don't care.
Dick face.
Whatever.
You son of a bitch. All right, no.
The 2 hours goes by so quick, and I'm having so much fun. I just love it.
It is.
I just love it.
That's why I watched it a second time. And again, like, the whole way through, a second time is unheard of for a show to be that fun, for especially curmudgeons like us.
Yeah, and again, the things that I point out where it's like Cody and Malachi Black don't look like they're really fighting each other, which they didn't. But, like, that's not even bad. That's just me being an ass, because I'm an ass.
Yeah.
Like, I love this so much, guys. I love it.
I love it too. All right, well, let's transition away from something that we love into something that maybe we're not going to love as much. But we're going to talk about it because it's one of the best events, I think, of WWE that we like